What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CUFC YouTube channel, where Carlisle fall to another defeat here at Brunton Park against Chesterfield. He did finish Carlisle 0, Chesterfield 2. And you know what? A couple of seasons ago, you'd be coming off a result like that. You would be angry. You'd be frustrated. And now you're kind of just numb to it, to be honest with you. You know, obviously, the back end of that playoff season wasn't great. The League One season was, on a whole, awful. This season started off terribly. And today was just as bad as it's been. It was absolutely abysmal today. On the pitch, I thought there was 5, 6, 7 individual performances that just aren't League Two good enough. I'm not going to name all 5 or 6 players, but it was really, really poor today. Everything was awful. The tactics, the setup, the formation, the team that was out there, I have no idea what was going on. We're playing players out of position. We're coming off a 5 unbeaten run. 4 of which are in the league, and we've got things solid at the back defensively, and then we change the system and we change players about. Dominic Sadie, one of the best players we've got in the team, one of the most creative players. He's playing as a right wing back. He's limited to what he can give us up front in a defensive role. And just overall, just a real shambles today. I haven't heard from Mike Williamson yet, as of time of recording this, whether or not he has an explanation for what we were doing, the inverted fullback sort of system and stuff. But we shoot ourselves in the foot with changes like that. And in the game, Chesterfield didn't get out of first gear, but they didn't need to. And how many times have I said that in the last 2 years on this channel, that we've been beaten by a team that weren't great? No disrespect to Chesterfield, because they've got really good players. They caused us problems when they could, but they weren't fantastic. They were just better than us. And, we made it easy again for them. And that was it. I don't know where I'm going, but Chesterfield first gear performance from them, it was enough to beat us. I was saying, things are starting to click and stuff, and then you watch that performance today and you're like, has it though? Has anything clicked? Disappointing. We're bottom of the league. We've got a massive festive period now. Port Vale next, which will be a tough game. They're in and around the automatics. And then you've got Morecambe at Brunton Park on Boxing Day. Then you've got Accrington, then Crewe, then Tranmere in the space of 2 weeks. Morecambe, Accrington and Tranmere are 3 teams in and around us. We've been here before last year, if you remember. We had the run of Chesterfield, Port Vale. We had that at Exeter. We had that run of 3 or 4 games that made or break our season. Unfortunately, last year we lost them. We were all relying on the transfer window, which didn't help. And I'm starting to see the pattern again. We've got 5 massive games coming up, but 3 games that should be winnable against teams in and around us in the bottom of this table, and they're the games we need to win. We can't rely on January. We can't. Nothing. No amount of signings. Yes, signings help, but it's not going to change what's happening at the moment. I just can't see it. We've still got Greg Abbott ahead of recruitment. Look at the recruitment we've done so far. We're in that position partly because of the recruitment at the moment. But these 5 games, them 3 in particular, Tranmere, Accrington and Morecambe, are crucial to our season. If I'm sat here coming home from Liverpool on the 4th of January against Tranmere, and Morecambe have beat us, Accrington have beat us, or we've won one of them 3, or we haven't picked up, a decent amount of points, I will think we are in massive trouble. Honestly, there's so many issues that have led up to sort of this. It's unbelievable, the recruitment, keeping Paul Simpson for 10 games, then changing their mind about it. So much has led to this moment, but Carlisle are in trouble if we continue to play like that. And going into the game then, because we've spoke now, but we haven't talked about the game, there was nothing really in sort of the first half. There was 2 opportunities in the game, in the first half, sorry. One of which was scored by Chesterfield, and ours was, unfortunately, a good save from their goalkeeper. Dominic Sadie in the 12th minute had a good curling effort, great save from their keeper to bring us the corner. Tyler Burey had a chance bouncing off a corner and shins it absolutely wide. And then Chesterfield's first real chance of the game, good footwork from their number 24, sits Aaron Hayden down. Gabe Rees does get a hand to it, but unfortunately not enough to keep it out. Giving Chesterfield the lead to make it 1-0 to them. And Chesterfield, they're number 24, number 7. I think it was maybe number 19, number 17 possibly. Real pacey players that can just turn it on in a click, in an instant. A bit like what Kadeem Harris has been doing for us. Gets the ball, drives at the man, he just takes it forward. That's what Chesterfield had today. Really, a couple of good players like that. And it was a really uninspiring first half, to be perfectly honest. And, we spoke about the tactics and formation. We give Chesterfield the momentum in the game by starting with the starting 11 that we did. By starting with players out of position, players playing in roles that they're not used to. It was a really poor first half. Chesterfield were nothing special in the first half, but neither were we. We were poor, awful, terrible, shambolic, whatever you want to call it. Moving into the second half then, we did have a couple of opportunities in sort of the 57th minute. John Mellish with a really hard tackle. Well, a few hard tackles gone in. Mellish come away with the ball, gets the ball across the box. Dominic Sadai takes it, and he just takes so long. He looks like he's trying to dribble it into the back of the net. Just pull the trigger, have a go. Unfortunately not. Dan Adjuaje falls to him. Unfortunately, he commits a foul. Chesterfield get a free kick and get away with our opportunity. But on that, we were creating a few opportunities. We had a few opportunities to get crosses in. We were overloading the box. Unfortunately, there was no real end quality. In the end, our corners weren't beating the first man. They were getting cleared. And I thought that there was an opportunity where Aaron Hayden plays a brilliant ball over to Dominic Sadie. Dominic Sadie gets the ball into the box. Harrison Biggins is there with Georgie Kelly in the middle. Georgie Kelly is the front man, gets it and blasts it wide, right into the roof of the Warwick. Just not fantastic, not great at all. And then I have I'm going to say I've got no words and then tell you what happened, but absolutely no words for absolute pathetic defending, let's be honest. We have the chance to clear the ball at the halfway line. We don't. You've then got the chance from the halfway line all the way to our box to just bring the man down, take a yellow card. He doesn't. Their lad runs through our defence, and then Will Grigg is in the right place at the right time to make it 2-0 in a terrible bit of defending for Carlisle United. But Will Grigg makes it 2-0. Will Grigg is on fire. Our defence was terrified. And that was 2-0. That was game over. George Kelly had an opportunity. Headed it. I think it was cleared off the line. It was headed wide or something. But not good enough today from Carlisle United. A 2-0 defeat at home. We have won 2 home games this season. Not even this season. This year. We've won 2 home games this year. Unbelievable. 24 home games this year. We've won 2 of them, and one of them was on New Year's Day against Port Vale. I think it was New Year's Day. Port Vale, who we play next week. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the game? It was a awful performance. Carlisle United, questions need to be asked of the system that was played. Massive 5 games ahead. Massive. If we come out of these 5 games with minimum points, we are in big trouble. But we'll see. We'll back the lads next week against Port Vale. We'll then be back at Punter Park on Boxing Day against Morecambe in a absolute 6-pointer of a game. But thank you so much for watching this video. I've been CUFC. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. It's gotta go somewhere.